Canadian Food Inspection Agency is recalling several brands of teas, including one from the co-op. It's believed the teas may be contaminated with salmonella. Now, you're asked not to consume the Co-op Gold Organic Pomegranate White Tea with the UPC code you see on the screen. Also recalled is Murchie's Lemon Drop Tea and Tega brand Organic Lemon Hibiscus Green Rooibos Herbal Tea. Now, for more information on the recalls, they can be found on the CFIA's website. The deadline to start a registered retirement savings plan for this year is drawing near. Planning for the future is one of those things that often gets put on the back burner. Yet with tax season upon us, it's a good time to consider the investing options. Annika Notveit has more.
The biggest benefit is that short-term tax reduction, you know, that initial ability to reduce your income tax on the short-term basis. The long-term benefit would be the greater tax deferral growth on your money. So you get to take advantage of the compounding effect of your dollars working inside of that account.
For Trevor Brown, it's a natural decision to put money away for future retirement. He does so all throughout the year.
I put money away just every year just so I don't have to spend, or I don't want to give any more to the government, I guess is why I do it. It saves me money in the long run. And I leave it to the last minute, but I put in all year long.
There are many options when it comes to investing your money, and deciding how to do that can often be a daunting task. Here are a few tips to help you decide on your RRSP.
Getting advice from a financial advisor to determine how much you can safely contribute is a good start. From there, you can look at the variety of investing options. Because there are so many, take the time to consider how you will contribute annually.
Spending time with an advisor makes a lot of sense, and if it costs an hour or an hour and a half of your time, to know that you're going to get better returns in the long run, it might be worth it.
Annika Notveit, Newcap News.
Now, the deadline to start an RRSP is on Friday, March 1st. Well, homelessness continues to be a growing problem in our country, and Lloydminster isn't a stranger to that. The border city, as well as Canadians across the country, took part in the 3rd annual Coldest Night of the Year charity walk.
We're open. Yay!
This is Lloydminster's first time hosting the non-competitive 5 and 10 kilometer walk. The winter event allows participants to experience a glimpse of what homeless people have to endure during the winter season.
We're hoping to raise money for our local men's shelter to be able to provide programming and our outreach worker and help offset the costs.
On both sides of the border, the government has told us that there's no extra money at all. And we're really hoping to keep our outreach worker. That's a major goal.
20 teams took part in the event, and for one, they raised more than $6,000.
There's a lot of cold weather we've been having lately, and to spend that outside is something unthinkable. So anything we could do to raise a little bit of money to help the shelter out is a worthwhile cause.
The goal was $25,000, and it's good news for many. With the help of the community, the men's shelter surpassed that to almost $30,000.
Lloyd is always steps up, and that's pretty awesome. I would venture to guess that we will surpass it by a good deal by the time the next week.
The Coldest Night of the Year will be an annual event in the border city. Anna Stanislaw, Newcap News.
Now, the event has raised nearly $1.4 million for charities across the country. In this week's installment of Retrospect, this week from the archives, Brian Hardy takes us back to the opening of the Gold Eagle Casino, and we look at some high-tech aircraft maintenance.
This week in 1996, a gamble by the Federation of Saskatchewan Indian Nations paid off.
A traditional welcome for the first native-run casino in the province of Saskatchewan. The Gold Eagle Casino is the result of extensive dealings between the province and the Federation of Saskatchewan Indian Nations, an effort FSIN Chief Blaine Favel says was well worth the wait.
This is history for Saskatchewan, and there'll be no turning back from this point.
While there's little doubt the Gold Eagle Casino has created a lot of activity, both for area natives and the community at large, there is some concern it may have created something else, a growing number of gambling addicts. Tammy De Silva, NewsHour.
It's February 2005 and aircraft upkeep goes high-tech.
A state-of-the-art maintenance simulator is improving the speed and quality of avionics education. The CF-18 Hornet Integrated Maintenance Training System is a new type of simulator. It allows technicians to learn about the aircraft in a safe and controlled environment. Learning involves interaction with touchscreens and test equipment. For students and educators, it's an effective learning tool.
I have 3 years of experience on the line as it is too, so coming here and being able to do it out here is very educational for fault finding purposes.
Makes it easy for us to come up here, do this, and not take away an airplane from one of the squadrons.
So far, the reviews from both the instructors and the students are really outstanding.
In Cold Lake, Jessica Isaac, NewsHour.
Join us next week when we visit an ostrich farm on Retrospect, this week from the archive.